What up, my friends? Day 109 of No Excuses 2024. I'm a little tired today. My eyes feel puffy. See, look at it, how puffy. I stayed up late last night, but I'm a little tired. Been tired for a couple days, but I was actually doing some, harder labor than I normally do, other than this exercise deal. A bunch of yard work, getting a garden ready, like a really big garden. I made a video the other day about it. But, yeah, I'm just tired. Usually feel a little more energy by now, but, I'm on my last leg of my last lap, so I'll probably get my burst of energy when I get back to the house, take a nice ice cold shower, wake my ass up, and then attack my day. I really want to do some more yard work, but, I'll see if I get any calls today. It's tough when it first gets nice out here, up here in New Hampshire. For the first couple of really nice days, the barbershops are kind of slow. You get a few people here and there, but once people realize that it's going to be nice out for a long stretch, they start popping in more often. Anyway, yeah, even when I'm tired, come out here, make it happen. I'm almost done. My kids went back to their moms today. Life is pretty great right now. I still got my aches and pains, and my back's been a little messed up last few days, but it's gotten better. Coming down here has helped. Even, the other day when I got done, I was still pretty damn sore, but it was okay. I ended up going home and doing 3-4 hours of gardening work, just really getting everything ready, cleaning everything up, years of debris, But this is what I do every day, no matter what, Miss a couple here and there, but I still get in, whatever I was going to exercise that day in, especially when you're doing yard work and stuff and you're lugging crap around and ripping stuff out of the ground. It's a nice little workout, just like shoveling, I used to dread that shit. I was a lot heavier though. Nowadays, I don't really dread it. I look at it as, I can move that mountain. When I looked at the garden the other day before yesterday, Monday, I was like, I could bang that out in a couple hours. It took maybe a little more than 3 hours total, that day. And then yesterday, I ripped the whole perimeter apart, overgrown lilac bushes, and you could not walk through. You couldn't walk all the way around the perimeter of the garden at all. Now you can perfectly, and then I have the fencing to fix. So we'll see what the day leads to, I would like to get the fencing done for sure. And, we'll see what happens. But, I come out here, I get this done, get my mind right. I was a little stressed out about
workout paused.
Thanks, robot. I was a little stressed out about the past because I deleted a bunch of videos and a bunch of stuff off of my phone. I've had this phone for about maybe a little more than 4 years now. So there's a lot of stuff on it. I was trying to, anyway, it doesn't really matter. But it just brought up some old memories. And, I was kind of harshing on those when I first got out here, feeling the embarrassment, feeling the anger, the resentment, the regret. But, I'm out of it now. I feel pretty good. And, I know that I'm not living in that world today. My kids aren't living in that world today. They're more adjusted than they were, 8 years ago. That's when I was really in the throes of it. It was I was doing heavy drugs before that, but I was still married. I was going through a divorce at that time, moved out, had no furniture, no possessions really other than a couple of bedrooms, my kids' room, my stuff. But that was about it, and it was a stressful time. And I really fell into the whole alcoholism and heroin abuse. And my roommate, he was the same way. He would drink from sun up to when he would pass out and do heroin, and found him dead in his room, a really close friend of mine. And anyway, I mentioned this on another video, but anyway, I don't live in that world today. I saw my kids off this morning, gave them all hugs, and, they told me they love me, I love them, and, they're not having these tantrums anymore. The anxiety levels have come down. My son doesn't seem sad all the time. Neither does my daughter. I mean, they're teenagers, so it's, sometimes it's a hard read. But, life is good today, and I only, changed one thing about it, and that was everything about myself. I know I said it before. But honestly, coming down here, getting in 5.5 miles every day is a big helper for the mental, physical, and spiritual. I pray down here, I meditate down here, I contemplate what's going on in here down here, and I make sure that I put what I learn into action all throughout my day. I'm a much more supportive partner for my girlfriend. I'm a much more supportive father for my children. I'm more even keeled now. I'm not ups and downs and angry, then super happy, and then apologetic, and this and that, and yada, 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 And so, that stresses kids out. I can remember from when I was a child how stressed out I was because my mother was into heroin and my stepfather was into heroin and alcohol and could get really, really mean and blah, 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 blah. And, roaches and housing, the projects, public housing projects, and just a drug-infested, crime-infested neighborhood. I mean, for the most part, there was a lot of good people there, don't get me wrong. But, I remember what it was like being a child going through it, and then I remember what it's like being an adult putting your children through it. So I know both sides, and I can say today that, I'm further away than I've ever been from that lifestyle, and it feels good. It feels good, and it's due to my daily regimen of exercise, holding myself accountable, holding myself accountable to others, and doing the things that I say I'm gonna do, instead of just talking. Instead of just telling people all the things that I plan on doing and this and that, I do them. And then I go, hey, I did this and that. It's much better. It's much better. Anyway, day 109, man. No Excuses 2024. I hope you guys are getting at it. I hope everything's well in your life, in your world. And I hope today is a success for all of us. I love you. Like, subscribe, and share. Tell me your story. Tell me what you're going through. Tell me, hopefully everything's going well. And if it is, how'd you get there? Did you have drugs, alcohol in your past? Whatever it was, how did you make the change? What was that deciding moment? Leave me a comment. All right, I'll talk to you. I want to talk to you. Peace, everybody.